Well, you're here because you filled out a survey about a guy and he scored a C. In many important ways, this guy is falling short. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is much more likely to talk big than actually move forward in his career. He may be loud, confident, and make strong statements about what he'll achieve. But he doesn't have the patience, discipline, or empathy needed to climb higher. People like him often blame others or walk away from challenges instead of sticking with them.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's more likely to lose his temper or blame others instead of handling the situation calmly. He may yell, argue, or even walk away when stressed, making the problem bigger than it should be. This means he often struggles to recover from setbacks and doesn't grow much from tough times.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work are unlikely to like or respect him very much. He tends to get into arguments and clashes easily, especially when things don't go his way. Instead of building good relationships, he's more likely to create tension in the team.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he's likely to feel threatened rather than proud. Your achievements might make him uncomfortable, and instead of cheering you on, he could become moody or even lash out. He may say hurtful things or try to downplay your success to feel better about himself.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, if you earn more than him, he's very likely to feel resentful and insecure. Instead of appreciating your hard work, he might see your success as an attack on his sense of self worth. This can lead to arguments, rude comments, or cold behavior at home.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is not careful with money and tends to spend without much thought. Planning for the future, saving, or sticking to a budget are not his strengths. This careless attitude can lead to money problems or stress in the relationship.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He is more likely to pretend to be richer than he really is. He may try to impress others with flashy purchases or big talk, even if he can't truly afford those things. This habit can cause trouble later on, with debts or financial worries piling up.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is not known for being open handed or kind. While he may spend money to show off, it's rarely out of generosity or care for others. When it comes to real kindness or sharing, he often falls short.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's far more likely to be secretive and controlling about money. He may hide details, make decisions without telling you, or even use money to get his way in arguments. This kind of behavior can make you feel left out and powerless, which is never healthy in a relationship.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's likely to believe that housework is only your job and won't feel much responsibility to help out at home. If you ask for help, he might ignore you or even get angry, making you feel like your needs don't matter. You deserve real partnership, not extra work and stress.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He is unlikely to help with chores or diapers in any real way. Instead, he may just stand by, give instructions, or even criticize while you do all the work. If you ask him to pitch in, he might complain, refuse, or make you feel bad for needing help.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He is much more likely to argue just to prove he's right rather than trying to understand your side. When you share your feelings or concerns, he may cut you off, raise his voice, or twist your words to make himself look better. This can leave you feeling unheard and lonely, as if your thoughts don't matter at all.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he often says hurtful things and can be aggressive. He may shout, use harsh words, or even try to scare you during arguments. Respect and calmness are not his strong points, especially when he feels upset.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is definitely the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. His temper flares up over small things and he doesn't hold back when he's upset. This is a serious red flag, one you should not ignore.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He will almost always blame you instead of saying sorry or taking responsibility for his actions. When things go wrong, he finds it easier to point fingers at you or others than to admit he made a mistake. Living like this can chip away at your confidence and happiness.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He is not likely to respect your boundaries and may push or ignore your wishes when you say no. Instead of understanding your comfort and limits, he could pressure you, argue, or try to change your mind. This lack of respect can leave you feeling unsafe and unheard in your own relationship. You deserve to feel respected, secure, and valued in all parts of your life.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he's the kind of man who takes it very personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of being understanding, he may act upset, sulk, or even get angry, making you feel guilty or pressured. This can make intimacy feel stressful and leave you feeling misunderstood.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You cannot fully trust him to handle private moments with care. There is a risk that he might use personal details or private experiences you shared together as weapons during arguments or to embarrass you if he's upset. In a healthy relationship, private moments are treasured and kept safe.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is easily distracted by other women and may not be faithful in a relationship. His lack of self control and care for others often leads him to seek attention elsewhere without much thought for your feelings or the promises made. This can leave you feeling insecure and doubting where you stand with him.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to be overpossessive, acting jealous, controlling, and often suspicious without real reason. He may question where you are, who you talk to, or even try to tell you what you can or cannot do. His insecurity and need to control can feel suffocating, making you feel trapped rather than loved.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what seems like being protective is really just a way to control you. He may say he's looking out for you, but his actions, telling you what to do, who to meet, or how to live, are not about love but about power. True care lets you breathe and grow. Control only closes in around you.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will expect you to do most, if not all, of the work when it comes to parenting. He's unlikely to see raising children as a team effort and will leave the heavy lifting, feeding, caring, teaching, and comforting to you. Over time, this will leave you feeling exhausted and alone in raising your kids.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is far more likely to lose his temper than stay calm. He may shout, scold harshly, or say things that scare or hurt their feelings rather than gently helping them through their mistakes. Instead of making the home a safe place for learning and growing, his anger can make everyone feel anxious or afraid to mess up.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to truly support your role as both a mother and your own person. Instead of encouraging you to grow, pursue your interests, or balance family with your own dreams, he may expect you to focus only on what he wants or what the household needs. Over time, this can leave you feeling trapped and unappreciated.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he is exactly the kind of man who may seem supportive of your career now, but once you have a child, could pressure you to quit your job. What looks like encouragement at first may change to demands or guilt trips when he wants things his way at home. You might find yourself sacrificing your dreams and independence under his pressure.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is likely to act polite on the surface with your parents, but real warmth will be missing. His respect may only be for show when others are watching, and he might not make much effort to build a genuine relationship with your family. Underneath, he could be distant, impatient, or even uninterested in their well being. He is much more likely to expect your family to change for him rather than making any real effort to adjust himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is likely to make things worse rather than handle it calmly. Instead of talking things out or trying to find a solution together, he might react with anger, harsh words, or stubbornness. This can leave you feeling alone and stuck between both sides.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is the kind of man who might act modern with you in private, but expect you to become a traditional, supportive wife when his relatives are around. He may want you to dress, speak, or behave a certain way just to fit his family's expectations, even if it's not how you truly are. You deserve someone who stands by your true self, not someone who expects you to put on a mask for others' approval.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is more likely to stay out of it or even side with his family rather than support you. He may avoid getting involved when things are difficult, or he might agree with his parents and relatives just to keep peace with them. You deserve respect and loyalty both in private and in front of others.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is likely to be a mummy's boy, which means he will almost always choose his mother's side in a conflict. No matter how right or reasonable your point may be, he will tend to listen to her wishes first and may even ignore your feelings or needs. You deserve a partner who values and stands by you, not one who always puts someone else first.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is the kind of person who might share every detail of your fights or your private life with his mother or sister. This means your personal matters won't stay between just the two of you. Your problems, secrets, and even small disagreements may become regular topics in his family. It can also lead to more misunderstandings and judgments from his side of the family.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So that's the story. This guy scores a C. In many important ways, this guy is falling short of the standard we would want. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out will feel like carrying a heavy weight on your heart. You may often feel alone, unheard, or walking on eggshells, worried about his moods and reactions.